Hi, we're here to talk about Dropbox and how its online storage can be so useful for so many people, and how a small and business company like Dropbox could be better promoted, especially through their blog, their social media page, and other recommendations that I developed in the written assignment. First recommendations lie on developing online platform page for Holt International University students, which they have campuses in San Francisco, which is where Dropbox is working at the moment. They have campuses in London, Shanghai, and Boston. This is quite an ambitious platform that we would like to develop, that we would like to recommend to Dropbox to develop, because it would it would be like an online page like on MyLSBF. You would have your contents that teachers put there, and you could synchronize them automatically with that page and share contents with both your students, colleagues, or both your teachers. For example, in the end of the class, a teacher would say that all of the slides would be put on the Dropbox in the online page of the university, and everything would be synchronized. So sharing and syncing files internally in the university page would be so much faster, so much useful, because Dropbox would offer 5 gigabytes free storage for each student of the university in every campus. Of course, this recommendation would have to start first in San Francisco, see how things would go, and then if the platform would be developed the right way, they could bring it to their campuses of the Holt International University. You ask why an international university, and I say because it's where the potential customers, the strongest potential customers of Dropbox are. And of course, all of this would be, if this would be successful, developing a mobile application where both Dropbox and university would be integrated. For example, now we have the Dropbox application on iPhone and Android, and you could access, students could access their documents that the teachers synchronize and share in the internal page. Instead of just going to the website, they could have it on their phones, on their computers, no matter where they were. This is a quite edgy recommendation, but this is one of those. Of course, this would follow the Dropbox Premium Business Strategy, which is offering free accounts as well as premium accounts, with, of course, differentiation of service and product features. I think that this is a very good positioning for the company to be in an internal university page, especially a university that has campuses all over the world, which means people all over the world. And we can consider them as the most valuable segment, because they will be future entrepreneurs, because that university is mostly known as a business university, international business, MBA students. So mostly people that will develop their business, and maybe for the starts, not all of them will have high budgets, so they will need online storages to keep their information instead of buying hardwares and USB. With this recommendation, we would be promoting both to students and professors. Of course, we'd like to think that in between them it will be potential startup businesses. Therefore, this positioning. A secondary recommendation would be providing for 1 year, for the first year, the graduate of the Holt University, he would finish his studies, and Dropbox wouldn't just leave his account, because he would come to a project, he would contact Dropbox and say, hey Dropbox, I finished my studies in Holt University, but I want to build my business, and therefore Dropbox, of course, would evaluate and give free accounts, 5 free accounts of 5 gigabytes for 1 year to that graduate student. Of course, the other 4 accounts that the student would have, he could give it to anyone that would be working with him. Of course, it wouldn't have to be people that would that would have studied before in the Holt University. So this would be a way of engaging with, not leaving students without online storage after they just graduated, and creates a relationship between Dropbox and the people that will actually need it the most, which are young entrepreneurs. And providing this free account, of course, we would like to think that in the future this would develop a long-lasting relationship. And of course, when the company would grow, because we would like to think this would be a successful company, of course, a successful investment, they would be paying for a premium Dropbox account, so they would still be within the company. They wouldn't just have other competition online storages. So as I said, exactly, supporting low budget projects within this offer. Of course, this would prevent the creation of other free accounts on competition, such as Inbox or SugarZync or Evernote, because many people do that nowadays. They don't want to pay the premium account, so they have a free account on Dropbox, a free account on SugarZync, a free account on Box. And of course, with this recommendation, we would like to think that a young entrepreneur graduate would still follow the Dropbox because of its service, of its loyalty to the customers, of when they need the most, and still bringing innovation and interactivity and creativity into their projects, giving flexibility, accessibility, and of course giving added value all of the time, even though they would end up their studies and they wouldn't have any more online storage free. Of course, this would go along against the competition and develop a long-term relationship with the target that we value the most, which are the young entrepreneurs, students or not. I created a blog which I call DropBoxMe blog. I used Web 2.0 blogger platform, which is one of the most known Web 2.0 platforms in the world. I mostly think that a blog is more useful. It can be very useful for small and medium businesses because it can promote them better. It can generate relevant content online, meaning that it would reach top ranks of search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo. We would like to think, of course, that relevant information would be there every day. As I posted a relevant article regarding Bono investing in Dropbox, contents like that would be relevant and bring people from the search engines to any of the Dropbox information, news, product developments, initiative, events, etc. The blog has also an internal link to the social media page that I also created, which is also a promotional strategy. And of course, the blog as well as the social media page are good to generate positive online publicity, especially for that, and to keep creating bonds with our customers and trying to release first-hand information to their current customers. I also created a DropBoxMe social media page. I chose Google Plus to do that, even though most of marketeers might choose Facebook. Of course, all these recommendations are somehow integrated with their current strategies, which are in the assignment that I wrote before. And of course, I chose a social media page because it's free, it's easy to use, anyone can use. We can follow customers from there. We can see what they're asking, which doubts they have, which features they would like to have. It's much more easier to follow their behavior from a social media page and to bring interactivity to their engagement with the brand, with the product, and with the service that Dropbox can give. Google Plus is a social media page from Google, which I think in the future will be very engaging, especially since November 2011. They created business pages through the Google Plus, And I read a study in eMarketer, which is quoted on the assignment, and Wednesdays are the days that people use Google Plus the most. So I chose to do a monthly Wednesday hangout, which Google Plus allows you to create a hangout, which is like a group. It's a moment where you can choose the circles that will follow you in the hangout, which can be a video transmission, it can be just posts or conversations, it can be sharing music or videos or articles. A hangout can be anything you want in Google Plus. And I think that a monthly Wednesday hangout for Dropbox would be a perfect initiative for a small and business company to explore their relationship with their customers, which is very important, to promote new product developments or which conference they will be, to try and seek them, try and hear their users, what they don't understand, what they can do more with Dropbox. For example, the public folder, not so many people understand what it is, so talk on subjects that people don't really know, because online storage is growing very, very much, but still the majority of the population doesn't understand what it means. So I think the Hangouts could be very useful to generate public relations content, publicity, and not only that, creating relationships, which I believe it's the most important thing in this internet and digital communications. Of course, in the social media page, I created an internal link to DropBoxMe blog. Of course, it is good for a company to have its internet and communications all linked, whether they are radio, TV, video, blogs, social media pages. It is good to have a consistent information integrated in all platforms, and especially for Dropbox, I think that's very important. This would be a very edgy recommendation, but maybe I could see this happening in the next 2 years, and this would be very funny. For example, you go to a HMV store or a PCL World, and you would see a small business card with a Dropbox logo in the front, and you would turn it back and you would look, and there would be a QR code there. You'd take your smartphone or whatever, and you would read the code, and it would go directly to a Dropbox website page where you could register online. The card would say that you would have like a 2 GB free account, or also you could have a paid account and register just right away, and you could buy it in the store and go home and have an online storage, like you would go to buy a USB pen in PC World or AHMV stores or other stores around the world. You could go and buy online storage in the shelves in the stores. So it could be closer to all of the other segments that are not so familiar with online storage contents and enterprises, and how they can actually make it easier for your student life, your working life, your business life, even to engage other relationships where you can have families living far and trying to share photos, trying to share contents, or even if you just don't want to lose your files from your computer and you're tired of using physical storages, you can just put all your movies, all your folders, all your documents. You would have space to put all of the things you have in a Dropbox folder. And I think this could be an edgy way to approach the public and to promote Dropbox. Maybe they're no longer as a small company, but as a medium and potential global company, which I'm very confident that's what's going to happen. Thank you very much. Have a nice night.